Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to play some classic White Weenie aggro. Now, this is actually not like auras, and this isn't some of the other stuff you normally see in the white aggro decks. This is actually kind of a fun little mix, and it actually did pretty well in a Magic Online league, actually I was about to say qualifier, but in a league, and it was played by Swarmlord616. So let's hop in and see what this is all about. So we got some Novus Inspector, which, you know, I hadn't seen this card played in a minute, so it's cool to see this get a little bit of love. Have some Scene Rip. We know what this card is. It's good at just removing stuff. Veteran Survivor to remove things from graveyards, potentially. We have Warden of the Inner Sky, another way to get some good value with the scry and grow a creature. Figure of Fable, obviously very good if we can get to the max level, but even not, just turning it into a 4/5 can be enough. Edemia of the Silk Shoots is some like backup play in action so you can protect your creatures. Get Lost for some removal. Kinscar Sentry, which just a couple copies, but it's kind of neat in here because all your stuff's pretty cheap. We do have Lumen class Frigate, so it's another way you can pump all your creatures up and eventually have a creature later in the game. Voice of Victory we know is good, making the extra attackers. There is one copy of Water Tribe Rallier, which I think is pretty cool. It's just a neat way to get extra cards. You have a few Aven Interrupter because this card's still great at slowing the opponent down and buying you a couple of turns. Suki, a full set actually, which is good because it pumps all your creatures but also makes you more tokens. And then one copy of Yera and Oski, so you can, again, slow your opponent down, maybe call sorcery and keep them from playing a Day of Judgment for a turn or two. And then the lands, nothing too fancy. We're just maxing out our Abandoned Air Temple and playing a few Soulstone Sanctuary. Now this was played in best of 3. We're going to give it a go and see how it works out in best of 1. But y'all know the drill. Before we do that, if you're going to buy some Magic, do me a favor. Go over to Tales of Adventure. It's toamagic.com. You should check them out and save some money while you shop over there. Use my code DRAGON. It's DRAGN. It'll save you 5%. But yeah, all that being said, let's go see if this actually can get some work done in best of 1. I don't have a clue what a good or a bad hand is here, so this looks good, so I'm going to keep it. I have a turn 1 and 2 play. I can maybe make a bunch of 2/2 Duders. And now we have an Aven Interrupter, so seems solid. Let's... you're playing No, actually playing Abzan. Alright, I guess we'll go with this. I would assume this is not going to survive, but we'll find out. I mean, there has to be a removal spell here, right? Wow, nothing? What? Alright, well, we attack here. I guess we just save up mana for an Aven Interrupter, because what else is happening here? Yeah, you can have a Caretaker's Talent. This game, the way it started, we kind of end up in a bit of a weird place here. Alright. Opponent's at 8. I guess we just end the turn. Now, if we were to stop some type of Wrath effect... Yeah. Then we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus we could pump all of our dudes. Yeah. Alright. That was easy peasy. Gotta love it. Sure. Not like the most exciting thing, but we can play a Novice Inspector into an Inspector. Actually, we'd love to play like a 2-mana thing if we find it, but if not, this isn't terrible. Alright. 'Tis fine. Let's go attacking. 2 Inspectors. Would the opponent be nice enough to just pay tap lands here for us? Nope. No such luck. Oh, Hare Apparent. That's tough. We do not like that. We'll go attacking, though. And here's going to be Hare Apparent number 2, I'm assuming. So we'll be staring at 3 bodies. No, just a Warrior's Call here. Okay. This is a very interesting situation. So I guess we... We'll get rid of this first. And then we'll see what the opponent does here. Because when you're playing Heir Apparent, you probably are playing sweepers. So, I mean, wouldn't be surprised if we lose our creatures here. Alright. Let's get rid of that. So, the War Leader's Call will go away here with the Get Lost. I hadn't seen Heir Apparent in a while since we played the Heir Apparent deck, like, I don't know, 3 sets ago? Feels like. Opponent's thinking about it here. Dawn's Truce. Okay. That's a magic card. Dawn's Truce. Wow. I don't even... Oh, sure, man. So we're just going to attack here. Oh, they're checking out our abandoned air temple. I don't even know if I use the air temple here. Opponent takes 3, 6, goes to 3. And then we get another 1/1. Versus us just playing Fable. Level it up, level it up. And then if we just get a land, we could lethal it. I think I'm just going to let this happen. And I'm just going to see how bad it is for us. And I'm going to level at least once here. Actually, I might as well just level twice in case they have, like, Lightning Helix or something. I mean, they can still just sweep the board. I mean, there's not going to be a lot we can do about it. Okay, just a War Leader's Call is fine. Yeah, that doesn't scare us all that much. That's reasonable. Like, while that is some damage, we're okay with that. Did not find what we were looking for. So now we attack. They block, block, block. Take 2, 3. And they don't lose anything, really. Is it even worth it? We're at 5. They only have 1 Heir Apparent in the yard. I think we just pass here. Actually, no. Let's use one of these. If we find a land, we want to just play the land. Okay. Let's go ahead and pass. I don't think we lose here. We're at 15. Oh, look at you showing up. A little Restless Prairie action. That's kind of cute. I think we're pretty safe here. Because now we're protected from Day of Judgment. Or whatever sweeper. Which doesn't look like they have, because they're cracking the maps. And then this could always fly over. And we can also ultimate, if you want to call it that, Figure of Fable. That's fine, we go to 13. That's neither here nor there. I mean, now we just win without even pumping anyway. Like, 5 damage gets through, that's it. Yeah, there's just easier ways to get damage with the War Leader's Call. Matter of fact, I saw a Boros Goblins list that plays War Leader's Call that I'm probably going to be featuring in a day or two. And Seam Rip. Well, that's pretty nice. Yeah, alright. Everything attacks. Man, it doesn't really matter how they block here. They're going to do whatever they want to do. I mean, we had a lot of ways to go about business if we wanted. Yep. Oh no, this is the times the air temples can bite you. Oh, are we gonna keep it? I think we're gonna mulligan since we're on the play. That's unfortunate, but I think it's correct. And then I think what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna put back a survivor and just hope we're not playing against a graveyard base deck. Mostly because Seam Rip, straight up removal. This actually, the Aven Interrupter, obviously, is quality for doing multiple things. Authority of the Consoles. You got it, I guess. Pump this duder. Go get in there. Though I guess I could Seam Rip an Authority of the Consoles at some point if we thought it was necessary. No, we're going to lose our Figure of Fable. Yep. We're going to end up having to do Seam Rip shenanigans. But that's okay. Oh, or not. That allows some fun things to happen here. Let's end the turn. Well, if I Seam Rip, I could still get lost or... Okay. I'll play your games. Actually, I think I'm going to do this. And then I can always get lost their Seam Rip. Instead of having the weird situation of if they get rid of our Seam Rip, they get their Seam Rip back and get to get rid of something. Like, you don't necessarily want to be in those spots. Alright. I think I'm still willing to do this battle. You're neat. Pass the turn. I mean, opponent's stuck on 2 mana, so Aven Interrupters become big business here. Oh, I say that, then they draw a 3rd land. The deck's like, oh, really? I can't play this on their turn anyway, actually. As long as they have a Voice of Victory anyway. Alright, another land. That works out fine. If they attack, we are double blocking a Voice of Victory here. For anybody wondering. Yeah. I mean, we're taking 2, but that seems more than reasonable. And we don't even lose a creature in this exchange. Yeah, seems great. And now, getting rid of Voice of Victory unlocks everything. So let's go attacking. End the turn. Yep. Gain a life. That's one thing on the ladder. You see a lot of the random gain a life lands, the desert steel damage lands. And that's just not something you see in other events. You know. What are we doing here? We're still leaning on Aven Interrupter? I guess so. End the turn? It's also fun because if we get into a situation where they do want to split up after the Interrupter, then we can just choose to leave some stuff untapped. Input call, you got it. Okay, now a real decision to make. Do we attack with just Figure of Fable? Because we know they want to split up. I have 6 mana. We could also attack, let's see, for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then have our creature land attack for lethal next turn? I mean, like, that's something we could do and not feel bad about it, right? I'm just trying to make sure that's not crazy, but I think it's fine. Yeah, I'm willing to risk it, actually, even if it's wrong. All right. And this is me just banking on... They've been stuck on mana. They spend their whole turn. The fact that they attacked in with their Voice of Victory means they're probably going to forget I can attack with Sentry. Or with Sanctuary. But we'll see. Oh, there's just an Elspeth. Wait, what? Well, then that's just game for sure, right?
I will turn the tide of battle.
Like, you're at 2, opponent? I guess maybe they just didn't have a better play.
I welcome all allies.
Yeah, sure. You got it. I mean, I guess maybe there's a weird world where you think we'll attack into Elspeth. No, just, yeah, attack you. I mean, people do that sometimes. I've done it where you just get tunnel vision. You're like, I got to get rid of this Planeswalker, you know? So sometimes just playing the Planeswalker can be a diversion that buys you a turn. Not this time, though. Ooh, let's keep it. Moonshadow. Alright. Probably will have to get Lost to Moonshadow at some point, but that point may not be right now. Put it on God? Like, who chooses that? Like, what? Oh, man, I love Standard right now. There's so many random things you can do. Pass the turn? Okay. What God are you gonna play? Like, I can't even think of what you would play. Like Hazaret? Maybe? I mean, I don't even know if I care about the Moonshadow right now. I'm just gonna take my turn. Like, I don't even want to waste a removal spell on it if you're not doing anything. Alright, no blocks. Pass the turn. So they're not blocking or attacking with it. I don't understand. Like, your creature has menace, opponent. Even if I could flash something in, I'd have to flash in 2 token creatures or whatever. Oh, okay. Well, I 100% would love to know what the opponent was doing. Not even to insult them, but like genuinely. Like, you kept a hand that was Moonshadow and something, and you felt the need to keep Cavernous Souls and put it on God. I get, oh, you know what? You know what? I get it. This was probably a, the white-black God, where, like, you know, you exile stuff, you lose a life, draw a card, that thing. Maybe I'll put it on screen here. But don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's probably what it was. Yeah, we'll keep this. This is cool. Ketramos. That's the card I was thinking of. The black-white God. Alright, we'll lead with good old Inspector, so we still get something in case they remove our creature. I feel like we're going to have to live hard on these Aven Interrupters. First things first, though, is we got to draw another land for them. Alright, no red mana, but double white mana. Okay, well, we found the extra land we'll need for future stuff. I mean, I guess we attack with Novice Inspector. Okay, well, you didn't have anything. I mean, do I just play the shipper? Nah, we go ahead and play this. Like, if you have something, you just get rid of my board. We'll live with it. Seam Rip, you can have it. So they kept a hand with no red mana. And the only removal so far has been Seam Rip? I'm going to wait on doing anything here and just see what these interrupters are about. Yeah. And then I would Seam Rip here. just so I can scry. Tapping that, Warden and Inspector. Because we definitely don't need any more lands at the moment. Attacking. In the turn. Yeah, we don't like that either. Well, I was hoping to get something more there, but we did not. So the most we can do now is attack for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not great. So let's go ahead and do this. We will tap one of these. And then if I tap this, this, and this, we don't get any extra. So this is the most damage we're going to get, huh? Alright. So we're playing against some type of Boros control thing. Yeah, here comes the Day of Judgment, which we expected. We are not shocked. Yep. Suki. I don't know how good you are going to be here, Miss Suki. I mean, I'm having to assume their deck's just a bunch of removal, right? Like, this is one I just don't think this deck's going to beat. So we're just going to run these out here and just say risk it for the biscuit. Yeah, if you have a split up as well, so be it. You probably do. Remarkable readings. Okay. That's a thing that happens. All right. We can get this up to, well, if we attack, we pump. Yeah, all right, sure. I guess we're into it. Let's go. Yeah, might as well block if their plans to just sweep the board anyway. What's the other part of this card? Target creature gets +1/+1 for each creature you control. Yeah, okay. And then another sweeper? Or are we just holding all red cards here? I mean, we're not playing the red lands to just not have that concern, right? Like, something's going on. Okay, opponent's at 10. We could maybe play a Fable. Oh, they have red mana now. Look at that. I was thinking if we play Fable, pump Fable, get it to 4, we can get this to 12. Then we attack, and that's a minimum of 4, 5, 6, 7 that gets through. I don't hate that, but it's probably better to just do this. Oh, another figure. I don't think we need that many. Then we're just gonna attack, I think, and just pump the team. I mean, seems like the best thing. All right. Of course, they have an Ultima. Why wouldn't they? All right. Let's pump, figure, and then pass. Unfortunately, this gives... Oh, it does give hexproof, actually. Johnny, sure.
You needn't face this alone.
Are we not going to do anything to our figure of Fable? Why does this feel like a trap? Alright, we'll level up. Nothing? Alright. I'm your Huckleberry, I guess. Now you kill it? I mean, that only makes sense, right? I was gonna say. Like, all right, pass turn. We'll set up to do it again later. Sure.
Stand by my side, friend.
Another figure. And I guess we're going to go voice here. I probably should have done voice first, actually. But this is fine. Yeah, you have a flanker. Exile my graveyard. Yeah, sure. Surprised they didn't, like, take the gain life option or whatever there. Seems a little surprising. All right, opponent's at 5. We could... do I want to use a map here? I'm trying to think of what scenario I need the extra mana, but probably not. Because we need to level the Fable at some point as well. But we're also trying to keep our Ademi working here. Okay, you have an Elspeth. I think that's mostly fine.
So long as we fight.
My ally stands strong.
I mean, the opponent can't let us go to our turn with Figure of Fable, right? That doesn't quite let us win, though. Creatures I control gain hexproof. Alright. We can keep the Fable, but I don't... Here's the thing, actually. With the opponent at 5, we just play a Demi and try to put counters on it and attack. We just let Fable go. I'm just realizing that. Like, we could have just attacked with flying on a Demi. So, like, yeah, that just goes away. Oh, no, because they're giving them flying with the thing. Oh, we can't get through. That sucks. Yeah, we can't win now. That's tough. Sure. All right. Yeah, that was my mistake. Though, if I'd fought over the Figure of Fable, it still wouldn't have mattered. All right. Yeah, we just lost that one. We weren't destined to win that one to begin with. Though I will say, I think when on the previous Fable, not the one that just got taken with the Seam Rip, if I'd have been a little more patient, I think I probably could have set up an Ademi and then tried to punch through the next turn. So that one's really on me, because I think that was our one window to get there, and I got a little overzealous. Alrighty, let's try it. And I think we're just going to lead with the most damage possible here. Though Warden is reasonable being a 1-2, and you can run it in and get some more things. But I think we attack here. And then go ahead and play a Water Tribe Rallier. Ride the Shoe Puff. Alright, well that's kind of a good sign here, actually. So, do we... Yeah, let's just get in there. It's just, if you're going to do all of your landfall things, we're just going to try to maximize the pressure. And if they just get there and get us, they get there and get us. Alright, that's somewhat of a good sign. If they just had to take the turn off to Bushwhack. Yeah, I don't know what the opponent could play here, but they're at 4, so I'm willing to run out at least one of those. And then end the turn. And then next turn, we could at least activate our Sanctuary. Yeah, Hydra on defense not going to be enough here, unless you can give it haste. Even then, it would only be of 8, and we're still at 20, and we can block 2 of it. Yeah. Here it comes. All right, sounds good. Let's do it. Is this the first time we've drawn Kinscar Sentry in this video? Sure feels like it. I am going to probably just play Veteran. I was thinking I was going to play Figure of Fable, but if I'm going to play Kinscar Sentry next turn, I'd rather just have more power and then sneak that down later. Go get it. We also do have to be careful. When you see blue and white, there's a lot of sweepers incoming. Which basically means we have to choose how much we believe the opponent does or doesn't have split up. I don't know if I believe they do or don't, but we're at least going to do this. I guess we'll play this. I don't know. In the turn. Maybe I'm supposed to just play Figure of Fable there too and just say, if you got it, you got it. Yep. Like I said, they ended up having it. Not a surprise. We knew it was a possibility. Where were you? I would have rather held you in my... Oh my gosh. Alright, Figure of Fable. In the turn. How much damage could we do next turn? If this were to resolve, we had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, definitely still not enough. I don't love it, but I kind of want to just get in whatever damage we can right now. Oh. This is nice, though. This is real nice. So we get to attack. Can I pump Figure once here? If I pump Figure once... No, because I want to bounce the Interrupter. Won't have enough mana. Alright. So let's go ahead and do this. And web the Interrupter. Whoa! What's going on? Oh, you're actually playing Unstoppable Plan? That's crazy. I guess we just say Artifact? Sure. And then we end the turn, I guess. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, sure. I think that's fine. Just trying to make sure we can still attack for lethal as necessary. So, like, we stop that again, but then they can't play it till next turn. So sure. And we know what the rest of their hand is. So, sure. Alright, and found a bonus land, so that works. Woo, nice! Okay, let's just do it. No world secrets here. It's not... Ooh, excuse me. It's not going to be pretty. We're just going for it. Doing what we can here. And I think I am going to lead with Figure of Fable because I don't really want to run either of these out on 2. So I can pump the Fable, play Inspector, and just see what happens. Though generally speaking, when you do that, you don't expect your Figure of Fables to make it more than a turn cycle. Okay, let's pump a Figure. Play Inspector. Now, we could get lucky and have one of those situations where the opponent waits to remove something on our turn, seeing if we're going to spend mana, and then we can protect something with the Demi, which is kind of cool. I feel like the game audio is very loud. I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Sorry if that's been bothering y'all the rest of this video. Terminus. Sure. Ooh, we could seam rip a Terminus. Because it does cost 2. And it has indestructible, but not hexproof. So that's fun. Alright, that worked. Let's go attacking. Do I want to draw a card? I think I'm just going to play this. I mean, Day of Black Sun is a real card. We've been seeing that pop up in a lot of decks. How to feed the swarm. Okay. And we're also going to remove a Fable? Of course. Why not? Fable, why weren't you like a rogue or something? Alright, go attacking. Opponent's at 11. We'll get rid of one of these. Unholy Annex. Yes. We'll allow it. Get rid of the room. Yeah, you'll off a creature. That's fine. Like we know the score. That's worth the trade. And another Seam Rip. Okay, sure. I don't think we're going to have a lot of things hit with the Seam Rip unless they just make a demon or something, so that's fine. And of course, with my luck, they'll play a land and play the other room and make a demon, but is what it is. Opponent's going to be like, no creatures for you. Oh, Beseech. What are we going to go get? Room, okay. So the opponent's going to go to 8. We can attack for 4. Yeah, sure. We go for it here. Oh, and I was thinking I might play Suki here and try to get in for more damage, but I don't think we can. I think we just attack here. Leaving up Get Lost and the option to draw a card or whatever, like those are all too good. I almost also want to let the opponent... Oh. Yeah, sure. I'll give our stuff indestructible. I was going to say, I kind of want them to go down to 2, and then if they would have made a demon next turn, kill the demon, and then they just die to their own room. But this is fine, too. Because now we can just play Suki and attack. Alright. Opponent's saying GG's. Alright, cool. I guess they see the writing on the wall. Yeah, sure. This is just standard business here, I guess. And then I guess it's still worth it to go with Voice here on 2. And then we can set up... Well, now the opponent just played a Forest. I think we do this, because now we know we have a 3rd land. And when we attack, we can put a Voice in for free, but we could actually just play Suki for the turn. Yep, there's a Cub. We are now racing against their mana. Let's see what we can do. We go here and here. Go attacking. We will put a thing onto the battlefield. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a real amount of damage. Now this could just be Ouroboros this turn. But I don't think it means we would stop attacking under the circumstances. Alright, still have access to 3 mana. More mana next turn. I guess we just get hit with a Crater Hoof. Though I guess they'd at least be forced to block with something next turn, but the 1/3 could block a 2-power creature. You could have 2 2/2s. An extra Suki doesn't do anything here. Yeah, I guess we're just attacking, right? Play this. 9, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So at least 2 things have to be blocked, right? Oh, maybe not. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I guess so. So they can save the fawn. Oh, they're just going to take the damage and let the game be over. Okay. Cool, we're down with that too. Though I will say this, I think there is a play where I should have cracked the clue first, pre-combat, knowing that I was going to get to play the Voice of Victory for free, and see if maybe we could find something to remove a Badger Mole Cub. Like, just to make it harder, then they have to block with everything, and, you know, or we just do that post-combat, see what they block with, remove whatever remains, something like that. But either way, didn't have to worry about it. It was enough to end the game. I think they just accepted that had they lost a creature there, either way, they just wouldn't have enough mana to do anything significant the following turn. All right, y'all, I have to say, if Classic White Weenie is your jam, this might be the deck for you. Like, this was actually really good. Didn't run into too many graveyardy things, so that is one thing. If you wanted to add, say, Rest in Peace or something, I think that's fine. But really, I mean, you do have with Hare, with the Aven Interrupters, right? You have enough ways to deal with some of those things that you don't have to make it a real pressing issue. So that's something else to consider as well, if you're not sure if you want to play those. But even without it, like, you're fast enough to compete with the other aggressive decks. You have just enough removal between the Seam Rips and the Get Loss, and in some ways, you know, the Aven Interrupters, to not have to worry too much about, say, the Badger Mole decks and whatnot. I don't know. This looks kind of like, I don't say junky. It looks just weird on paper, but it got the job done. You know, I don't really have much to say about it otherwise. This is actually pretty sweet. I'd be down to play this some more, honestly. If anything, trying to figure out the sequence of when to play everything, I think, is the biggest issue, right? Because it's, all right, is it worth it for me to play a Warden or to play a Figure of Fable turn one? It's probably, okay, well, let me go ahead and play Novice Inspector so I can set up the Warden so I can actually scry and get some value off of it in case it dies, right? Or am I going to go ahead and go Figure of Fable because the rest of my hand's kind of slow? I'm just going to put all the mana into this and hope they don't have an answer for it or whatever. And one of the games we lost against the Mono White deck, right? I could have won if I'd have been more patient, kind of thought around how to protect the figure and all that. Like, that could have been a thing too. So, very interesting deck. While it does look simple on its face, it does have a lot of good interactions to find cards, to be able to get some free things on the battlefield. Do you want to, you know, use your stuff on your spaceship? You know, there's a bunch of different stuff going on, but just enough that it works. So I'm here for it. I'm going to leave the links up over to Moxfield if you want to check it out. They support the channel, so go use them and put your decks over there and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's all I have for now. This was really surprising. We'll see you next time.